Every bow in Destiny 2 does its maximum damage immediately after drawing all the way back. Here you can see I do 775 to the head, and if I hold the bow past the sweet spot, I only do 728. This damage bonus applies to the Crucible as well. If I fire as soon as I draw all the way back, I do 151 to the head. Waiting past the sweet spot only nets 142 to the head. The damage for body shots are 101 and 95 respectively. Many Guardians don't seem to remember that you can cancel your shot with your bow by hitting your reload button. On top of that, you can redraw your bow right after the cancelled shot, returning to the bonus damage pretty much whenever you want. You can use this to always have the extra damage at your disposal, and to keep your bow in an angle, ready to fire at all times. And yes, this does work with Wishender. While the Broadhead perk isn't working properly on moving targets at the moment, the Truesight, wall hacks, works as intended. They show opponents through walls when you're aiming near them. Using the cancel and redraw tactic previously mentioned, you can theoretically have infinite Truesight. The only real downside to this is that it's a little awkward canceling and redrawing your bow constantly until you have an enemy in your sights. For example, my reload button is R, so to pull off this ability without being stuck, I can only strafe left, since my left index finger is needed to cancel the shot. Plus, if you're on console, I can't imagine it's convenient to have to take your hand off the right analog stick. Despite these drawbacks, I'd say this tactic makes bows a lot more viable. Between not seeing many people using bows in PvP and everyone shitting all over Wishender for its long draw time and inability to one-shot, it has wall hacks, and you thought it would one-shot? Seriously? With combat bows having a crazy large hitbox in comparison to other primaries and doing immense damage for easy cleanups also in comparison to other primaries, I don't know, I feel like I should be seeing bows used a lot more often. And for what it's worth, I swear at one point I did 202 to the head while standing in a Well of Radiance, one-shotting them, but that might have been an Iron Banner, don't take my word for it, but it is worth considering. The idea of one-shotting somebody with a primary weapon is pretty scary. Use bows.